The Senate confirmed 3 military nominees Thursday, a trickle of progress after a months-long blockade. Usually, such confirmations zip through in big batches, but almost 400 of them have been clogged at the Senate doors since February. Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville has been holding them up and says he won't change his mind. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane reports on how frustrated that's made his colleagues.
Hundreds of top military positions remain in limbo tonight, held up by Alabama Republican Tommy Tuberville, who rose to fame as coach of Auburn University's football team.
Senator Tuberville says there's no risk to the military.
There absolutely is risk to the military, and that's maybe because he hasn't served in uniform.
Tuberville is blocking action on 376 nominees, protesting a Biden administration policy allowing service members paid time off to travel out of state for abortion services.
Why would you punish them for something they've got nothing to do with?
Wednesday night, a dam burst among his fellow Republicans as Tuberville stood and objected to 61 straight nominees.
Object. With that, Madam President, I object.
They claim foreign adversaries could take advantage of the dysfunction.
Xi Jinping is watching this right now. So is Putin. They're loving it. How dumb can we be, man?
Are you at risk of weakening the military?
No. As I've told you all along, if I thought there was any problem with readiness, we wouldn't be doing this.
The Deputy Secretary of Defense disagreed.
The hold is unnecessary, unprecedented, and unsafe, and that it's bad for our military.
Tuberville is now being questioned about Marine Corps Commandant Eric Smith, who was forced to hold down 2 high-level positions because of the senator's holds and had an apparent heart attack last weekend. Smith had spoken about the demanding nature of the job.
It is not sustainable.
Tuberville bristled at the suggestion he was responsible.
This guy's going to work 18, 20 hours a day no matter what. That's what we do. You know, I did that for years.
Scott MacFarlane joins me now from Capitol Hill. So, Scott, what is Senator Tuberville saying about what it would take for him to end this blockade?
He's made the argument for months, John, that if the Biden administration changes the policy it enacted on abortion services, he'd drop his opposition. So what is that policy? It pays for travel expenses and for time off for military service members who have to travel out of state for some forms of abortion services or health care related to abortions. That's after that Dobbs Supreme Court decision overturning Roe versus Wade, now in which some members of the military serving their country are living in states where there are severe abortion restrictions. That's his threshold, and he has told us in so many words, he's told me several times, short of that, he's not backing down. He's in this for the long haul, which means the senators now are going to consider a rules change next week. You know how rare that is, John, for the Senate to change its own historic rules to try to break this blockade.
So let's linger on that for just a moment. What would be required for the Senate to do that? It wouldn't be unanimous consent, which would be a problem since he would not consent to it.
Usually for a rules change, the conventional wisdom, it requires a miracle or it requires some critical mass of bipartisan support. It's difficult to know which one's more frequent or more likely in certain contexts. You're going to have Republicans join in on this. But you just heard from Republicans blistering Senator Tuberville for this hold. So there's a possibility they can get that. It really jumps out at me, John, as I listened to those floor debates last night and to what senators were telling me today, just how unsenatorial it felt. The collegial nature of the Senate really was broken. It was a dam bursting, some personal, cutting, scathing criticisms, the likes of which we're more accustomed to hearing in the House or on the campaign trail.
It's quite true. Let me ask you this. Speaking of the House, it passed its bill, as we reported, to send aid to Israel. It passed it on Thursday. But now you got the problem with the Senate Republicans as well, and the White House. So what's next from your vantage point?
Yeah, this city loves acronyms, doesn't it? Here's an acronym that's relevant tonight. DOA. The Senate says that bill is dead on arrival. They're not even going to consider it here. So what are senators going to do? They're going to come up with their own bill to fund Israel in conjunction with aid for Ukraine, something that's a priority of Senate Republicans. Then the House and Senate will have to figure out how to work out their differences. But all of this is going to cost one thing for sure: time, in addition to money. And you got to remember, John, they're calling this an Israel emergency aid bill, but now it's going through the true old Washington process that consumes time.
And we still have the funding fight to keep the government open, too. So it's busy up there. And thank goodness you're there for us. Scott MacFarlane on Capitol Hill. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, John.